Good evening, guests. Thank you for being here this evening at the 2025 Hartwick College Honors Convocation. We appreciate your support for the wonderful students who are about to be recognized here this evening. Before we begin the ceremony, I have a few housekeeping announcements. The first and most important one is please take a moment to look around and see the exits that are available to you should we need to leave the theater in case of emergency. There is an exit up at the front here, and then even though we asked you to come in just this one door here, there are two sets of doors at the rear of the theater that you can make use of. For cell phones, we ask that if you are carrying a cell phone with you this evening, please silence it, either turn it off or put it into just silent mode out of consideration for all the people who need to hear their names read this evening. Please also, no flash photography. We know that if you have phones, you may want to grab a photo of your student as they cross the stage. Please just make sure that if you're doing that, you have flash turned off so that it will not distract people around you. Please be aware that we have a professional photographer here who will be taking photos. The ceremony is being live streamed, so there will be plenty of ways for you to remember this. Thank you very much for being here with to celebrate with all of us. We are going to do a brief warm-up with our brass ensemble, and then we'll begin the ceremony. So thank you again, welcome, and please enjoy this evening's events. It will be a very happy time.
Please be seated. Trustees, honored guests, faculty, parents, families, and student honorees, and all who are gathered here to celebrate Hartwick's tradition of learning. Welcome to the Hartwick College Honors Convocation. Tonight, in a celebration rooted deeply in our most fundamental traditions and mission, we gather to recognize the scholarly success of very talented, very determined, and very accomplished Hartwick College students. Each student who is honored has excelled in the scholarly enterprise that we claim as distinctly Hartwick. Each student whom we celebrate has distinguished themselves in the eyes of their professors and mentors. Each student has enriched the intellectual life of our campus and strengthened the community we all share. Each of our honorees has earned the praise and recognition that we will convey this evening. So it is right that we should gather in celebration. And let us begin. I introduce you Dr. Jim Boothman, Associate Professor of Political Science and Faculty Chair, to present the awards for academic achievement in areas of study.
The individual awards for academic achievement in areas of study will be given out alphabetically by each student's last name. So students, as I read your name, please come forward to the stage where you will be congratulated by President Mullen. Some awards include certificates or books which you may collect from the awards table in the lobby after the ceremony. Eldor Abdukakimov, the Detweiler Global Fund Award. David Allen, the Ray K. Glass Studio Fellowship. Rebecca Alva, the Barbara F. and Philip S. Wilder Jr. Citizenship Award. Wilfredo Alvarenga, the Dr. James J. Elting Honors 13 Memorial Scholarship. Chloe Bartholomew, the Elizabeth S. Hoops Memorial Award. Kendall Beadle, the Harriet Babcock, 46, Nursing Scholarship in Chemistry. Madeep Aniye, the Dr. Elizabeth V. Lamphere Scholarship. Delaney Blair, the Arkell Hall Award in Art History. Cora Mae Bolster, the Peter D. Juneman 65 Memorial Award. Berkeley Bordelot, the Rob Jordan 98 Memorial Scholarship. That was Amanda. Do you want me to just say her name? Okay. Amanda Brilla. The President Margaret L. Drugovich, parent of 2012, Award for Personal Courage. Nice job, Amanda. Liliana Bittner, the Duncan B. Smith Award for Exceptional Creativity in Theater Arts. Jonathan Bunnell, the New York State Society of CPAs Taxation Award. Olivia Cable, the Dr. Elizabeth V. Lamphere Scholarship. Millicent Calden, General Chemistry Achievement Award and the Outstanding First Year Student Award in Biology. Rihanna Cameron, the Arkell Hall Award in Theater Arts. Allison Cancellari, the Peter D. Junman 65 Memorial Award. Mallory Carmen, the Alice Dornay Award in Psychology. Jalissa Casanova, the Dr. James J. Elting, Honor 13 Memorial Scholarship. Runya Chaora, the American Chemical Society Award, the David A. Diner Mathematics Achievement Award, and the Lynn S. Cantor Memorial Award. Molly Corbett, the Dr. Ronald M. Brzank Endowed Scholarship. Ty Crowley, the Departmental Award for Excellence in Computer Science. Derek Kuppernall, the John and Gertrude Rohr Award in Mathematics. Bailey Ernst, the John Quick to See Smith Award. Jessica Fisher, the Close Family Scholarship. Madison Gary, the Keith A. Youngman 05 Award in Economics. Stella Justino, the New York State Society of CPAs Accounting Award. Pablo Gutierrez, the Linda S. French 85 Memorial Award in Business Administration. Regan Hanna, the Edith M. Lacey Memorial Nursing Scholarship. Kylie Hosmer, the Dr. Robert E. Mansbach Scholarship and the Semenenko Clark Award for Outstanding Junior Art History Paper. Kedriana Howard, the Joan B. Gratz Prize in English. Bryn Ilias, the Anna Sonder Prize of the Academy of American Poets, honorable mention. Raven James, the Albert H. Hubert Honors 79 Scholarship. Emma Rose Cargo, the Arkell Foundation Scholarship in Music and the Duncan B. Smith Award for Exceptional Creativity in the Theater Arts. Sebastian Knowles, the Frederick M. Binder Honors 85 Scholar Athlete Award. Chelsea Cote, the Tammy Linsner 89 Memorial Award. Luna Lopez, the Kenneth Golden Award for Outstanding Design or Technical Achievement. Alexandra Lynch, the Dr. Charles W. Leitzel Music Award. Sandro Maharashvili, the Detweiler Global Fund Award. Hannah McCook, the Dr. Elizabeth V. Lamphere Scholarship and the Undergraduate Award for Achievement in Organic Chemistry. Akua Manu, the Gladys Brooks Nursing Scholarship. Sean McInnes, the American Institute of Chemists Student Award. Ben Marinas, the John and Gertrude Rohr Award in Mathematics. Kazia Namakula, the Cyrus Mary 83 Global Pluralism Fellowship. Carolyn Aganowski, the New York State Society of CPAs Auditing Award. Iri Ayo Lua Otoki, the E. Perry Saxton 53 Nursing Scholarship and the Edith M. Lacey Memorial Nursing Scholarship. Michael Pastori, the Mathematics Association of America Membership Award, the National Council of Teachers of Mathematics Membership Award, and the Richard J. Kohlmeyer and Edward Raher Award in Mathematics. Benny Polly, the Thurston J. Docks Memorial Scholarship in Music. Amy Piper, the Franz Boas Award in Anthropology. Alyssa Poje, the General Chemistry Achievement Award. Ava Reynolds, the Semenenko Clark Award for Outstanding First-Year Art Major. Jaylene Rodriguez, the John F. Kingston Award in Theater. Bryce Rogers, the Dr. David Hutch Hutchinson Award. Mario Rosario, the Arkell Hall Award in Theater Arts. Anna Sanchez, the Dr. Robert E. and Mrs. Mary Alice Mansbach Scholarship. Caitlin Sanzown, the Undergraduate Award in Organic Chemistry. Michael Schaefer, the Outstanding First Year Physics Award. Jenna Scribner, the Richard M. Meeker Award in English. Maria Serra, the John Clements Scholarship for Study in Business. Mir Singh, the Anna Sonder Prize of the Academy of American Poets winner. Madeline Smith, the Modern Classical Languages Department Prize. Elena Streeter, the Edith M. Lacey Memorial Nursing Scholarship. Megan Thornton, the Lewis Henry Morgan Award in Anthropology. Trinity Thornton, the John Dewey Award. Jake Thorey, the David A. Diener Mathematics Achievement Award. Madison Tabone, the Thurston J. Docks Memorial Scholarship in Music. Autumn Tubbs, the Otto Steinbeck Memorial Scholarship in Chemistry. Kristen Vaccarelli, the Frederick M. Binder Honors 85 Scholar Athlete Award. Ella Van Engen, the Arkell Hall Award in Art. Margaret Van Valkenburg, the Edith M. Lacey Memorial Nursing Scholarship. McKenna Ventileth, the Carol A. Bocher and Earl E. Dubler Jr. Honors 91 Scholarship, and the Dr. Elizabeth V. Lamphere Scholarship. Lincoln Waffle, the Community Bank N.A. Scholarship in memory of Linda S. French of 85. Jason Walker, the Alfred F. Massari Memorial Language Award. Giovanna Wall, the H. Cloud Hardy Award. Amelia Williams, the Alice Dornay Award in Political Science. Megan Whitty, the Gladys Brooks Nursing Scholarship and the Nursing Alumni Memorial Scholarship. Tiana Wiskowski, the H. Cloud Hardy Award and the Stephen L. Green 59 American Governance Award. Sylvia Yates, the A.O. Fox Memorial Hospital Excellence in Clinical Practice Award. Madison Zimmerman, the Helen and Howard Mayer Scholarship. Oh. And Mackenzie Zwick, the Semenenko Clark Award for Outstanding Senior Thesis Presentation in Art History. All right, so please give another round of applause to the recipients of Individual Academic Achievement Awards. And I am now pleased to introduce Adriana Dugan, class of 2025, who has been selected to perform the musical interlude tonight as the recipient of the Al Galladoro Award for Outstanding Achievement in Musical Performance. Adriana will perform Laudatio, composed by Bernard Kroll.
Abraham L. Kellogg of Oneonta, a noted orator, made substantial financial contributions to help fund the college's relocation and to help it through the Great Depression. A charter member of the Board of Trustees and chair of the board for 15 years, Justice Kellogg offered a prize of $50 in gold for the best original oration delivered at the college's first commencement exercises in 1929. To honor Justice Kellogg, the college has continued the tradition of recognizing the best orator among graduating seniors, as selected by the faculty and professional staff, with the Kellogg Oratory Prize. Seniors are nominated by classmates to participate in a competition that includes several rounds of review by a committee of Hartwick community members who narrow the field to 3 finalists from whom you will hear this evening. Faculty and professional staff in attendance this evening will vote in an online poll to select the best orator from among these 3 speakers to receive the Abraham L. Kellogg Oratory Prize at commencement. We thank the seniors who have participated in this year's competition. On behalf of the Kellogg Selection Committee, it is my privilege and very great pleasure to welcome to the podium this evening the 2024 Kellogg Oratory Prize winner, Michael Damaris, who is currently the Clinical Research Coordinator managing genitourinary and sarcoma clinical trials at the University of Vermont Cancer Center, an affiliate of the University of Vermont Health Network and Larner College of Medicine. A 2024 JCH faculty scholar, Michael is also in the process of applying to medical school. Michael.
Sorry, I got up too early. Good evening. It's a pleasure to be back, not only at my alma mater, but at the podium at which I delivered my Kellogg oratory speech in the May of 2024. This evening's first Kellogg speaker is Jay Stuchel, a theater arts major and general education minor from Toledo, Ohio. Jay has been accepted to the University of Michigan, Ann Arbor, go Blue, where they will earn a Master of Arts in Educational Studies with elementary teacher certification and an English as a second language endorsement. The title of Jay's speech is An Art of Learning, a Voice of Change. Jay?
Imagine, just for a moment, a world without art. A world where your favorite song had never been written, where neither Taylor Swift nor Sabrina Carpenter will walk with you to that dreaded 8 a.m. class. A world where Broadway stages are silent, no belting out My Shot from Hamilton on those long car rides. A world where museums stand empty, no Mona Lisa smiling down at you from the walls of the Louvre. Is she smiling? And no statue of Eurydice welcoming you to the Jaeger Museum. What's left? Nothing but painfully bare walls that leave your dorm room feeling more like a cell than a nest. Sound scary? Such loss, absence, and emptiness are becoming a reality in our nation's public schools, where arts funding is being slashed, the victim of a persistent and damning rhetoric. This hypothetical scenario is a reality for students such as I, who grew up in low-income communities and attended underfunded public schools whose arts programs were for the most part non-existent. For many students, high school is an obstacle, something to endure on the way to earning that diploma that so many view as the sole means of escape from your hometown. I was one of those students. But when I joined my high school's band and choir, the Marching Polar Bears, I found more than just an outlet for the stress of everyday life. I discovered a new perspective on the world. My music classes became my escape from the confusion, sorrows, and anxieties that so often plague teenagers. They offered me opportunities to be myself, to find community, and best of all, to be guided by and engage with teachers who believed in me. These teachers taught me more than just notes and rhythms. They taught me to embrace who I am, even when my idea of selfhood was shrouded in layers of insecurity and fear. They showed me the importance of perseverance, even and especially when things got difficult. And they gave me the confidence to share my beliefs without shame and to take pride in my background. They guided me, a first-generation student, through the college application process when I had no idea where or how to begin. And when during my senior year, the COVID-19 pandemic left my family homeless, these teachers went above and beyond, driving to the motel where my family was staying to take me to and from school, thus ensuring that I had a quiet space to practice my music and complete my homework, giving me the support I needed when I needed it most. In time, I found Hartwick College, a place where I could not only study theater arts, but also acquire the skills essential for a life well lived after graduation. On and off stage, I learned how to think on my feet. In Mark Shaw's acting fundamentals class, diving into improv games that threw us headlong into the lives of all kinds of characters. Suddenly, for example, getting married to and then immediately divorcing a classmate I had just met. Barbie Call's theater history classes opened my eyes to new perspectives. Learning, for example, that the Romans used to flood the Colosseum led me to plead that we flood lab theater, though Barbie tells me that the lab theater knows how to flood itself. And in Gary Burlew's stagecraft class, I picked up power tools for the first time, a drill and a hammer. Okay, for me, a hammer is a power tool. Through these experiences, I discovered that the arts are about community, problem solving, resilience, and so much more. The art of learning at Hartwick shaped me as an artist, for sure. It also has shaped me as a person, When I discovered my passion for teaching and became an education minor, I recreated in the learning spaces that I oversaw lessons that I encountered in my Hartwick arts education. As an Ignite Fellow with Teach for America, I serve as a virtual tutor for students from underfunded communities such as mine. Communities wherein creativity is seen as an afterthought and not as a necessity. In encouraging them to create a song for their vowels, for example, I show my students the power of using their voice as an instrument of communication, of expression, and of change. And when I encourage dance breaks, they discover in movement a strategy for self-regulation. These small but meaningful moments reinforce the transformative power of integrating the arts into education as a catalyst for learning and personal growth, and not merely as an extracurricular diversion. My experience at Hartwick College has taught me that education is so much more than memorizing facts and formulas. It is about experience, connection, and growth. In teaching us to sing, to paint, to dance, to perform, the arts give voice to the dreams, thoughts, and passions we hadn't, in our pre-Hartwick lives, had the chance to discover. The transformative voice of self-discovery one finds in the arts teaches us to speak with honesty, to live with authenticity, to face challenges we once feared, and to build meaningful connections with each other. The arts belong in every school, in every classroom, for every student. When we invest in the arts, we aren't creating just artists. We're nurturing leaders, thinkers, and change makers who will shape and reshape the world. I know such transformation is possible because I was once a student, lost and adrift, who is now an artist, a thinker, and if I can claim this much for myself, a change maker. Thank you.
Thank you, Jay. This is awesome. Each year, academic departments are invited to nominate a student for the Andrew B. Saxton Fellowship. These students serve as assistants in their departments and receive a small scholarship. Whether by work as tutors or research assistants, they are viewed by their departments as an important resource. As I announce your name, please come forward, be greeted by the president, and I ask the audience to reserve applause. No, oh, kidding, no. Applause as much as you like. Yeah. Ready? Accounting, Colin August. Is Colin coming or? All right. Anthropology, Liv Robinson. Art, Kira Cornelia. Art history, Cassidy Markle. Biochemistry, Autumn Tubbs. Biology, Shelby Schwartz. Chemistry, McKenna Ventileth. Computer science, Fazlin Faizad. Creative writing, Jenna Lakey. Criminal justice, Silence Begasi. Economics, Eric Higgins and Calvin Higgins. Education, Erica Leeson. English, Kadefi Madison. Environment, Sustainability, and Society, Mia Cota-Feldman. French, Megan Brilla. Geological and Environmental Sciences, Katrina Soma. Global Studies, Addison Havens. History, Morgan Nichols. Mathematics, Bryce Rogers. Music, Cora Mae Bolster. Music education, Sebastian Krella. Nursing, Wilfredo Alvarenga. Philosophy, Jefferson Cruz. Physics, Daniel Morgan. Political science, Hannah Gilland. Psychology, Alexandra Lynch. Religious studies, Zan Patat. Sociology, Indigo Shepherd. Spanish, Margaret Van Valkenburg. Theater arts, Samuel Marcello Scott. All right, so please join me in recognizing Saxon Fellows for 25-26.
This evening's second Kellogg speaker is Kelechi Springer, a nursing major from the Bronx, New York. Kelechi has just completed his nursing capstone at Lenox Hill Hospital in Manhattan. The title of Kelechi's speech is Another Bronx Tale. Kelechi?
Living in the South Bronx wasn't easy, and leaving home at 16 didn't make my life any easier. I was homeless and in distress, a 16-year-old boy trying to navigate a notoriously hostile world. Many days I didn't eat, many nights I couldn't sleep, wondering on whichever couch I had crashed for the evening what my purpose in life was and could possibly be. You have heard me introduced as Kelechi Springer. Kelechi in the Igbo language translates as praise God or thank God. It was hard at this time in my life to do anything other than plead with God to give me the wisdom that would deliver me from this situation. Hungry and homeless, still, I knew my circumstances were better than those of others. I had friends who could not see a way to escape the dangers and temptations of their environment. Through my interactions and conversations with people I met along the way, I found answers to some of the questions, a faint idea of what I was seeking. Fast forward to 2017. I'm now 19 and working in high-end restaurants in Manhattan. The elegant clients I served gave me a different perspective on life. I liked the way they dressed, their mannerisms, even the way they smelled. Theirs was a life I wanted to live, a life that I hadn't seen in my South Bronx neighborhood. Conversing with these individuals helped me see beyond the conditions that had boxed me in. I understood that I was in charge of my life's outcomes. I worked on my vocabulary, I learned Spanish so that I could be more marketable, and I went back to school for my GED. My life at this time was hard because support was limited, but I was galvanized by the fantasies of what life could be. Every time I lost motivation, I was struck by the differences between conditions in Manhattan and conditions in the hood. Fast forward to 2020, I'm now 22 with my own apartment and have determined that nursing would be my future. I struggled to find a nursing program that I could manage while I was working. I spoke to a friend in my life who I trusted and respected. He suggested that I apply to a college outside of New York City. He reminded me that I deserved to have the full range of experiences that the typical college student has. I couldn't wrap my mind around the idea of leaving everything I had worked so hard to acquire, my apartment, my job. But I took the chance that every successful person I knew had taken. In the fall of 2021, I embarked on a new chapter of my life as a 23-year-old freshman in the nursing program at Harvard College. As the only black male in the program, I was initially uncertain about what my experiences would look like. I knew my ability to connect with others, build meaningful relationships, and remain devoted to my goals would be the key components of my success. Rather than dwelling on potential challenges, I focused on my personal growth and professional development. What I didn't anticipate was the profound impact that the mentorship and encouragement I received from my professors would have on my journey. From the first day, my professors recognized me not only as a black male student, but as an individual with unique strengths and potential. They saw my commitment to my studies, and they became powerful sources of encouragement, guidance, and inspiration. Peer upperclassmen shared advice, studying techniques, and words of encouragement. Their belief in me made all the difference. My professors made it clear that my background, while at times challenging, was in fact an asset that would allow me to serve not only as a skilled nurse, but also as a compassionate and insightful nurse. This compassion and insight came into play during one of my clinical rotations when I had the privilege of helping to deliver an infant. This experience had a symbolic place in my life. In bringing a new life into the world, I also felt I was giving birth to the man whom I'd become. One who had faced hardship and adversity and had to show strength and resilience to get to this point. As I continue my journey towards becoming a nurse, I know that I will look back at my time at Harvard College with gratitude for the encouragement and mentorship I received from my professors and peers. From the South Bronx to Harvard College, I have learned that where you go, where you come from, does not necessarily dictate where you go, but can instead be used as a reference to remind you of the strength and resilience that guided you through life's challenges. I hope one day to inspire others the way that those who supported me in my journey have inspired me. Thank you.
In 1967, the Board of Trustees established the John Christopher Hartwick Scholarship as the award of highest distinction at the college. Faculty in each department nominate rising seniors based on academic achievement, leadership, and character for this honor. To be nominated for the JCH Scholarship is a high honor worthy of college-wide recognition. Students nominated to compete for the scholarship are named faculty scholars. This year's 26 faculty scholars from whom the JCH scholars were chosen are an impressive group, all with amazing curricular and co-curricular resumes. Each will receive an honors cord, a specially chosen book, and a leather bookweight as reminders of their academic achievement for years to come. Scholars, as I call your names, please come forward, greet the president, and receive your award. Accounting, Sarah Matabora. Accounting, Lane Rawls. Anthropology, Simi Kashor. Anthropology and History, Josephine Becker. Art and French, Megan Brilla. Art and Sociology, Hallie Wimet. Art History, Kylie Hosmer. Biology, Bernita Haas. Coming? Not coming. Can't see. Okay. Biology and Psychology, Dylan Dwyer. Business Administration, Maria Serra. Business Administration, Lincoln Waffle. Business Administration and Chemistry, Hannah McCook. Computer Science, Margarita Chichiakova. Economics, Madison Gary. Education, Literature, Media, and Writing, Paige Frances Witherby. Environment, Sustainability, and Society, Amanda Brilla. History, Connor Schmidt. Nursing, Jamie Decker. Nursing, Charles Loria. Nursing, Akua Manu. Philosophy, Jefferson Cruz. Political Science, Morgan Nichols. Political Science, John Reichel. Psychology, Rishpa Vorta. Psychology, Shelby Swartz. Public Health, Lily Vanuga. Please join me in recognizing all of the 25-26 faculty scholars.
This evening's third Kellogg speaker is Rosalind Dumerville, an economics and actuarial mathematics double major and legal studies minor from Brooklyn, New York. Rosalind has been accepted to the University of Massachusetts Dartmouth Law School, where she will earn her JD. The title of Rosalind's speech is Guided by Henry. Rosalind?
There was a moment when I felt as though I was losing everything: motivation, direction, maybe even my future. The one thing I couldn't afford to lose was Henry. Henry had a sweet face and a very charming personality. He hardly looked like trouble when I first met him. I had decided that Walmart would be the site of our first adventure together, our first date, you could say. Not long after arriving, Henry peed right there on the floor, jumped out of the shopping cart, and then almost got run over by the very same shopping cart. You do understand Henry's a dog, right? When I signed up to become a puppy raiser for the Hartwick College Guiding Eyes for the Blind program, I specifically said that I wanted to work with a female dog because females were typically smaller, which to my mind meant they would be easier to handle. So when, in August 2022, the Guiding Eyes representative called to tell me that no females from the given litter were temperamentally suited for a college setting, I was at a crossroads. I could either wait a month for another litter of puppies to be evaluated, or I could take Henry, who was awaiting a raiser. Henry, a 12-week-old, 23-pound puppy who had the potential to be large. After our Walmart adventure, it appeared that maintaining the 2.5 GPA required by the college to raise a dog would be the easy part. What I didn't know in those initial days of doubt is that Henry would become my lifeline. College is supposed to be about finding oneself, but somewhere along the way, I began to feel I was losing myself instead. Classes were overwhelming, responsibilities piled up, and I wondered whether I was cut out for college life. My GPA was slipping, and so too were my sense of purpose and sense of self. But even in the midst of my tailspin, I knew that bottoming out would carry one very real consequence: losing Henry. Losing Henry was not an option. The weight of school wasn't the only thing pulling me down. There are losses in life that shift everything, moments that make it hard to see the path forward. For me, the passing of my father in January 2023 was one such shift. I am, after all, forever and always a daddy's girl. So when he died, I struggled to find my footing, to push forward when I wanted to stand still, arrested in a past I shared with my father. But I kept going, not for myself, but for Henry. I studied when I had no interest in learning. I pushed through exhaustion because Henry needed me to stay engaged. And then something unexpected happened. What began only as motivation to keep Henry turned into something more. In taking care of him, I started taking care of myself. In ensuring he had stability, I began to regain my stability. Henry didn't know what a GPA is. I guarantee you, he still doesn't. But he knew it wasn't the sound that announced breakfast or dinner. Henry cared that I got up every morning, that I gave him his favorite treat when he listened, that I showed up. And in showing up for him, I slowly started to show up for myself again. One of last year's Kellogg finalists, Jacob Keyes, alluded to the black dog, a figure of speech that cast depression as a haunting, unshakable companion. Henry, my black Labrador retriever, although unshakable, was not haunting. Instead of pulling me deeper into my depression, he was guiding me out of my darkness. Through Henry, I learned that purpose isn't necessarily about big dreams or grand achievements. Sometimes it's about responsibility. Sometimes it's about the small, everyday moments that remind us why we keep going. Sometimes it's about the people or the pets who depend on us, who love us without question, and who remind us that we're capable of showing up, even when we don't know how to be present. Presidential biographer John Meacham recalls a moment when his 10-year-old son debated former President George W. Bush over who was the better baseball player, Babe Ruth or Lou Gehrig. Meacham's son chose Ruth for his power, but President Bush chose Gehrig as the better player, simply because he showed up every day. As we anticipate life after Hartwick, many of us might feel uncertain about what comes next. But if there's anything Henry has taught me, is that purpose isn't something that you find once and hold on to forever. It's something you create every day in the way you show up for yourself and for those who need you. There was a moment when I felt as though I was losing everything. But in the time we shared, Henry reminded me that as long as you have something or someone to fight for, you'll always find a reason to keep going. So here's to the ones that keep us grounded, who remind us to show up and keep moving forward. And here's to Henry, who will never understand GPA requirements, but knew exactly how to save me. Thank you.
Awesome. Yes, here's to Henry. And Hartwick family and friends, here is Henry. Now living in North Salem, New York, Henry is a sire for the Guiding Eyes for the Blind breeding colony. In fact, Blue and Adir, whom Rosalind is currently raising, have Henry to thank for being here this evening. He is their sire. Having no pressing dates for this midweek stretch, Henry said, let's go back to Hartwick College to the honors convocation, see the kids, and see whether Rosalind remembers her nickname for me. And thanks too to Amy Bleckman for driving Henry the 2-hour distance for him to be here this evening. Thank you.
How's that for a surprise? People kept around here. So, the Winifred D. Wandersee Scholar in Residence Award is given in memory of Professor of History Dr. Wynne Wandersee, who cared deeply about both her students and her scholarship, and who enjoyed a national reputation as a historian of women in the workforce. One of her many lasting contributions was to shepherd the Scholar in Residence program, later named in her memory. This award encourages faculty scholarship within the context of the liberal arts college. Award winners work on scholarly or creative projects that promise to contribute significantly to their fields. They are given financial support and some release time to work on their research projects and to inform the campus community of their findings through lectures or other means. 2 awards are typically given annually. As I read your name and briefly describe your project, please stand at your seat and turn to be recognized. First, James Cochran. James Cochran, Assistant Professor of English, will devote time to research for his book project on Writing Our Memories toward an understanding of writing program and writing center anniversaries. Congratulations. The second is Leah Frankel. Leah is a professor of practice in art. She will create a new body of work using handmade paper and curate a show of regional fiber artists who work within the tradition of storytelling and place. Please stand for a moment, both of you, and let us applaud you one more time. Thank you. And next we have the 2025 Teacher Scholar Award. The Teacher Scholar Award helps us remember that the Hartwick community includes some exceptional teachers who are largely responsible for the academic success of the students we recognize here tonight. Our model of the Teacher Scholar rests on the assumption that good teaching begins with good scholarship. In presenting the Teacher Scholar Award, Hartwick honors a faculty member who has provided intellectual leadership to the campus community as both a teacher and a scholar. This award recognizes a faculty member who enhances teaching with their own scholarship, research, or creative work. The recipient integrates the perspective of seeker and teacher and strengthens the college's academic climate by demonstrating to students and colleagues the value and excitement of scholarly inquiry. Current faculty who have won this award are a roll call of remarkable scholars and teachers. Please stand as I call your name. Mary Allen. Connie Anderson. Susanna Bala-Brunstad. Richard Barlow. John Dudek. Laurel Elder. Carly Ficano. Steph Rocknack. Stephanie Rosine. Parker Troist, Stephanie Carr, and Kath Kreischer. These are the names that Hartwick students and faculty colleagues will remember for the rest of their lives. Please join me one more time in recognizing them. We now add another name to the list. The recipient of the 2025 Teacher Scholar Award is Dr. Bill Kowalczyk. Please step forward to be recognized. Stay. I need to talk about you. Stay. Dr. Bill Kowalczyk began teaching at Hartwick College in 2017. He earned his PhD in clinical neuropsychology from the Graduate Center at the City University of New York in 2012, after which he held several research fellowships from the National Institute of Health. Bill's research, which has led to extensive publications, has centered on addictive behaviors, including opioid use disorder, nicotine use, social media and addiction, involuntary celibacy as a motivator of drug and alcohol use. Bill has inspired students who have collaborated with him as research partners on multiple projects funded by the Friedman Prize and other Hartwick research grants, involving topics such as binge drinking, or the effect of the color red on risk-taking behaviors. Bill also models how teacher scholars can contribute to their communities by serving as a member of the Otsego County Alcohol and Drug Task Force. Please join me again in congratulating the 2025 Teacher Scholar Awardee, Professor Bill Kowalczyk. Now you can go. Now the John Christopher Hartwick Awards. From among the 26 faculty scholars, all of whom have been recognized as truly exceptional students by their academic departments, 6 have been selected by the Scholarship and Awards Committee to receive the John Christopher Hartwick Scholarship, the highest distinction the college can confer. I thank the committee members for completing the difficult task of selecting just 6 awardees from among the 26 highly accomplished nominees. Since 1997, each JCH scholar has received a medallion to be worn at opening convocation, commencement, and other appropriate academic occasions, such as this one. The medallions are a gift from former Hartwick trustee Bill Kitson, 86, and his wife Diane Smith Kitson, class of 87, who was herself a John Christopher Hartwick Scholar. The names of the scholars whom I will announce tonight will join those of over 300 previous winners on a plaque, also the gift of the Kitsons, located on the wall just outside of the glass doors to the library. In addition, each JCH scholar will receive a substantial tuition grant and an honored place among those who stand for the very best of Hartwick College. I will announce the name of each awardee one at a time. The names are random in order. The list is not alphabetized by last name, first name, or major, or by any other discernible pattern. As I read your name, please come forward, greet the faculty chair, and remain at the front of the stage for recognition and applause and a photo. Everybody ready? Maria Serra. Ready for the next one? Dylan Dwyer. Shelby Swartz. Sarah Matabora. Hannah McCook. And Margarita Chichakova. That's 6, right? Award winners, we will want to take a photo after the ceremony, so if you can come up afterwards, we would appreciate that. Congratulations, everyone.
If anyone ever asks why Hartwick's magical, it's tonight. So congratulations to everyone. Let's have one more round of applause. And to all our students here tonight, you may recall your matriculation ceremony on the day you arrived at Hartwick. During that ceremony, you signed your name to an historic document, signifying that you were ready to step forward to do what was necessary to make your Hartwick experience extraordinary. And you've kept your promise. In doing so, you honor those who, through their generosity and success, shaped the college's future so you could have this opportunity. You have in your hands awards in the names of presidents and faculty, alumni, trustees, friends of the college. These are the people who paved the path you now walk into your future. And it is my hope that one day it will be your name on an award that will tie a Hartwick student to this moment in time. We expect great things from you, and we know you will achieve them. You will be the writer, the entrepreneur, the scientist, the public health expert, the artist, the activist, the philanthropist, the teacher, the diplomat, the nurse. You will be the person who assures that all children are fed. You can be the person who assures that political divides are healed. You can be the person who assures that our planet is healthy and peaceful. You can be the person who offers kindness and inspires it in others. I feel certain that there will be a day when future generations of young people look to you for inspiration. And I know that every day I walk this campus, you inspire me. And your best work is yet to come. Congratulations to each and every one of you. And now, as we conclude our honors convocation, we will join together to sing your alma mater. After the alma mater, the platform party will lead the recessional, followed by this extraordinary faculty. Family, students, guests, please remain seated until the faculty have exited. An electronic keepsake booklet, which includes the description of awards and student recipients, will be available for you to download and print by visiting the Honors Convocation page at Hartwick College's webpage. After the recessional, students, faculty, and families are welcome to come back into the auditorium or to linger in the Jaeger lobby, to greet one another and to take photographs. So now, as you are able, would you please stand for the singing of the Alma Mater, sung by Sylvia Yates, accompanied by the Hartwick College Brass Ensemble. Thank you all for joining us this evening.
From the brow we climb this hillside, seeking truth and understanding, while we grow together. Run, oh, run, hill of dreams. Like the brave we climb this hillside, seeking truth and understanding, while we grow together.